mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We're here with you live and direct. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot.
In the building, in the flesh.
Thank you guys for joining.
Ready to go, ready to get this thing popping.
Yes.
On a Thursday evening.
Yes.
We thank you for your presence here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And all of that good stuff that goes with it.
Thank y'all for joining. Quick roll call. I see Atlanta in the building. Rockaway Beach. Shouts out to y'all.
Okay, Rockaway Beach. That's
Houston.
what it is.
Compton. Bahamas. Maryland. Delaware in the building. And there's somebody said Delaware in this joint. Okay.
Delaware in this joint. All right.
VA.
Tampa.
Buffalo. Rough Buff in the building, man.
Rough Buff.
I feel like you're loud. I feel like we're loud.
You feel like we're loud? Okay, turn us down. All right. Got that text. Okay.
Good job. Thank you guys for joining us. And happy to be here on another Thursday, man. How was your week?
A week is good, man. Every week that goes by that we are above ground with an opportunity to do what we do, to spread love, spread joy into the world. I know that sounds corny, but it is what it is, man.
This week went by very fast.
These weeks are flying by.
Yeah, like
once we get to Thursday, it's pretty much like over.
God, sheesh.
So, that's something to think about. Is time moving differently, or are we just,
I don't know. But I got back in the gym today.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Excited about that.
Start slow.
Yeah. That's the trick. You don't want to rush in and try to get everything back in one gym session. That's how you get hurt.
You get hurt like that.
You know what I'm saying? And then your ego is messed up because you're not doing what you was doing last time you was in there.
That's true.
And stuff like that. And surprisingly, my gym wasn't crowded. And I guess it's because today's the 12th now, so...
Yeah, all of the people who had the...
New Year's resolution.
They're winding down.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Forget all that craziness. I'm going to go back to who I've been, I used to be.
It wasn't too crazy in there. So
So
I'm going to take it one day at a time, one gym session at a time, and not try to get it back in one, but be consistent with it as well.
Adam Douglas was good, King. Appreciate you.
I'm saying?
Appreciate you being here with us.
Fit by Stallion. I know you were like that. Gym head. I know you were like that. So, but yeah, man. Other than that, had a great week.
You had a great week.
Drop a bomb for your birthday tomorrow. You'll be 36. Happy birthday. Jamal.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Jamal.
Okay, Jamal. 36. That's the age of my oldest son, Marcus. It's a good age.
Yeah.
Good age, 36. You still got some time to figure some things out.
Somebody said, how many days a week? So my goal is to go 4 days a week.
Okay.
Right? My schedule, that's how it works really well with my schedule if I go 4 days a week.
Got you.
So
and blow off some steam.
oh man, they got a sauna in there. So afterwards, I just be in there and meditate with my classical music on.
With
you know
other
what I'm saying?
men?
Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me, man.
I'm saying, is that
no,
where all the
everybody's
men,
dressed. Everybody's dressed. Don't
is
play
that
with
where all
me.
the men gather?
Everybody's dressed.
I'm just asking.
You see, his mind goes there first, right? Immediately.
Listen.
Immediately. You
I'm
see
saying
this? You see it, T. Yeah,
I get
okay.
in the room with a whole bunch of men. It's a sausage fest. I gotta ask these questions because I want to know where the secret meetings are taking place.
You see his
And
mind
that's
goes?
what happens. They take place in some of these spots. Just saying. You
See
know?
his mind goes, man.
Anywho, Malcolm wearing one of my favorite hoodies. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. This has started it all.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, so let's
For the spring, what we'll do is we'll chop the hoodie off.
we're just gonna be cutting hoodies off.
No, you know what I mean.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
we'll come out with sweatshirts or
Sweatshirt,
something.
okay.
You know, some butters colors.
Okay.
Listen, we do have the 28 for 28 coming, man.
Oh man, that's happening.
That's our Alejandro special month.
Yeah.
Like nobody gets a day off
yeah.
during the 28 for 28 because you guys, I think a lot of y'all just be waiting for the 28 for 28 sale. You know, you'll be like, I might buy something, but when that 28 for 28 sale comes,
This is our 4th year.
it's like our 4th year doing it.
doing it.
man.
Yeah.
And one year I thought we was gonna literally kill each other. Bro.
Oh yeah.
I said this is if somebody say something to me right now,
Yeah.
I'm murdering everybody in here. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a work stoppage.
Yeah.
And then I remember one time we had a whole pile of orders, just stuff, and we had no paperwork for
Yeah.
it. We had no rhyme or reason
Yeah.
for why it was sitting there.
And here's the thing too. So when we first decided on the shirt printing business, my pops assured us, he said, I did all the research. This is everything we need to get it going. This is always, and our old process, right? So the first year we did it, the old process, it took 4 minutes to do one shirt.
Yeah, it was
not
fun.
one order, one shirt. Okay?
Yeah.
He assured us he did all the research. He said, this is the way to do it. I did all the research. Trust me, guys. I know what I'm doing. Okay? So we got through that sale barely. We barely survived.
Barely.
I hated everybody at the end of it. Okay?
Barely, yeah.
We go to like a conference in, isn't it?
Atlantic City.
We go to a conference in Atlantic City, right? So we go there. It's about, all shirt printing, embroideries, all that stuff was there. So we go to the first booth we go to when we walk in, right? So we get to the guy, he's talking to us, and he puts the shirt down on the heat press, whatever. He don't do none of the stuff that we were taught to do in our system.
Yeah.
That takes 4 minutes to do a shirt. He's talking, and he's like, yeah, he did. 7 seconds, brand new shirt, beautiful shirt. And the whole time we were there, I'm just looking at my pops like, yo, you didn't, like, what research did
That
you do?
was new technology.
No, it wasn't.
That's why we came to the conference, Malcolm.
I was so upset.
You go to a conference to find out the breakthroughs. And we broke through that day. And here we are. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. And we fight.
Yeah, we do.
We argue. But we get the job
It's a
done.
labor of love for you guys.
It's a labor of love for you guys because the return on the cash ain't what it is.
Especially not for that sale.
Especially not for that sale. We be like, yo, bro, we just made like $5 on that hoodie.
Yeah.
Shut up. Send the hoodie out. The people want it. So long story short, we're looking forward to the 28 for 28. Okay, I am beanie. That's what I'm saying, son. Yeah, we got it popping. My wife's 60th birthday shower out. All right.
Good job.
Good job.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Whoa.
All right.
60 is a really good number. That's my next
That's gonna be next party.
my next plateau. I give a party every 10 years, You know what? I don't know if you're gonna be invited to this one.
Please.
I'm gauging your attitude now.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm sending out invitations now. 10 years.
I actually have a 30th birthday coming up this year, so I don't know if you invited.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
You invited.
I'm storming the party. How about
Shoot.
that? Crashing.
All right.
Let's get this thing
All
started.
right. Time out. Also, real quick, before I get cursed out. I was threatened that if I didn't come on this show and ask somebody if they are a wedding planner,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Yeah, so if you are, Urban X Nation, if you're a wedding planner, hit me, I guess.
Yeah, and because he can't listen
Before I get shanked.
before he gets shanked when he get home. That's right. That's right. If you are a wedding planner, and I think Avery's gonna be the bridezilla from hell. I'm sorry. She already got the knife to you. Like, you better ask them. You better ask them.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice wedding planner. Come on out. And
Somebody say they DJ. Okay.
DJs, we have plenty of.
That's
we have
true.
Plenty of DJs. No disrespect, but yeah, unless you like a celebrity DJ or something, I could plan your wedding. No, serious. I'm really good at organizing things. I don't do manual labor, but I can keep the budget down. Am I supposed to pay for this? No. Her father has to pay. Okay, yeah. Let's get a wedding planner. Let's get the best wedding planner we can find. Spare no expense, man, because I thought it was me.
You remember that Martin episode? She was like, "How much is this gonna be?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Even 20." He was like, "20." He said, "She's trying to rob you, Chief. I can do it for even 19 G's, Chief."
I'm telling you, son.
19 G's, Chief.
It's when Odyssey gets married that I'm under pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, all
And
right.
Odyssey is expensive now.
Yeah, that's gonna cost me. I promised her a car when she graduates.
She didn't ask. He just promised her a car.
No, she did.
No, she did not. You just be.
She did.
He just be talking.
And here's the thing. I said that. It seemed like it was 3 years ago when I said that.
Yeah.
Because I figure about now, Urban X, I be up. You know what I'm saying? We be done. You know what I'm saying? In the money, we done. Closed in on a deal or something.
Signed with title.
Signed with Revolt, some shit, and I'd be like, that's no problem. She graduates in May.
Yeah.
I don't have the money. If anybody got a hustle out there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You need a courier.
I'm still mad we didn't do that PPP loan. We could have got one.
Yeah. You think it's too late? It's too late.
It was
now.
probably too late now.
Too late now to get that
it's
loan,
probably too
right?
late now, yeah.
But yeah, now she graduates in May, and her dad don't have the money.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to break it to her. I could just drive one of them shits off the lot. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, just keep below the speed limit, and you don't get pulled over and shit.
All right, so let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, what do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about the floods, man.
Okay, so there's very peculiar weather happening right now in LA, in California in general. Flash floods happening.
A lot going on.
Stuff underwater. A lot of people mudslides.
Yes.
Craziness.
Yes.
Now, when you bring me like reports like this, I already know where your brain is going.
Okay.
Right? Your brain is immediately going weather machine, New World Order, HARP.
Yeah.
What did you think about this whole thing?
It's peculiar in the sense that I think what the city of Los Angeles is going through is karmic in a sense.
Damn.
You know what I mean? But I also think sitting on that coast, there are byproducts of just being on the coast like that. You know what I mean? And we're seeing this strange weather patterns. I'm used to droughts being out, excuse me, in LA, but never this much water, this much like flooding going on. So I don't know if this is a sign of the times or if this is a part of a grander scheme of things. I'm worried.
Okay.
And so we want to send our well wishes out to those in that region in hopes that you guys can get through that, because it looks like it's going to be a tough situation.
You know what I was thinking about? Remember when like everybody was like actually locked down, and it was all those reports that nature was like coming back. There was like fish populating the water. There was like animals in the forest. Now I was just like, wow, like that.
I don't know how true that was.
I don't know how true that was, but interesting, right?
Right.
I just watched The Day After Tomorrow like the other day.
Okay.
And like I remember when people thought 2012 world was gonna end, and that was like a big thing at the time. And at that movies like that confuse me, because it's just like what do you want us to like? as this is happening, it's tornadoes in New York City. There's tornadoes everywhere. What are we fighting for at this point? You know what I'm saying? What are the stakes? The stakes, everything is ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And a lot of these movies, are they prepping us or are they conditioning us for what that they could fabricate? Because once you're able to control the weather, you playing God, first of all, on a whole nother level. Once you're able to manipulate and harness storms and moving, that becomes a weapon of great proportion. Because I can make it rain over all your crops you can't eat, or I can stop the rain and you can't eat. So, or I can bring floods in on certain,
and you can't eat.
So it's a very unique power to have. And once our government and other governments learn how to do it, it send off a red flag to me. They've been doing it for years. So it makes you wonder what's real and what's not real, what's manufactured and what's not.
So I knew in the chat just said something interesting. Wakanda got flooded. Avatar 2 protested whale hunting. I didn't see the movie, so I don't want to spoil alert. They get sensitive. Cali got flooded. Whales washed up on the shore in Atlantic City and Ocean City recently. Remember I said like it's a lot to do with water.
Yes.
As with like with movies, it was Avatar, like you said, with Namor.
Black Panther dealt with water. Or an underground Atlantic City or something.
The way of the water.
Atlantic City.
Yeah, I just
Atlantis.
said something stupid, so yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Forgive us.
I just said something stupid.
So, and we understand when Phil Valentine and others for years have said that we are underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I couldn't process it. Because, I was thinking linear. What do you mean we're underwater? But understanding there's different degrees and variations and frequencies of water. You were born in water. How did you survive? In water. Giving birth in water right now is a easier process. And understand that, the variations of water, and that water is foreign here. Water carries memory. Water has vibration. Water can be programmed. This is how you move the storm. You got to program that water to move it. It's an interesting thing because our thought process may be the only thing that can stop a total catastrophe. And our thought process right now is toxic. Our thought process is scattered. Our thought process is not in unison. Remember, the collective thought becomes a beam, a frequency, and the stronger it is. So we're going to have to do something collectively to stop the earth from going through this process if it is unnatural. If it's natural, shit.
My friend Nikki, she has a YouTube channel. I forget what it's called. I think it's called like Nikki the Creator. I want to shout her out. She's doing like right now like a 21-day like challenge, like manifesting challenge and stuff like that. So she like every day on her YouTube channel she has a new video, new affirmations and stuff like that. So that's a side. I want to do something like that.
We need to. I know. I've seen Red Pill and Blue Pill. Shout out Red Pill and Blue. Do it. I've seen Black Magic. With their audience try to get people collectively involved in something, and it may be something we need to do because the strength is in our numbers.
Yes.
And we just don't realize it. By design, they keep us scattered and you worrying about your bills. Excuse me. You worrying about this, you worrying about that. And thought is the ultimate process by which we can, what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. It's our ability to think and levitate and move things with our mind. Not with just your mind and you trying to... right? Yeah. But a collective mindset changes reality. So those evil beings, so to speak, let's just call them that, main job is to keep you from understanding where your true power lies. And so they want to harness this energy for themselves. This is why they get together and do their rituals and call on, their gods and, things of that nature so that they can harness. That's all they're doing. They're harnessing a certain specific frequency that they know the numeric value to by speaking and chanting it and bringing it into existence to keep them in power and keep you out of power. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bolak and all of those and then they make their offerings. Let's just say offerings to Bolak, who likes little people. Let's just say that, and it feeds that. Bolak then feeds them, and you're not in power, and you don't know what's going on, and they are. So we're gonna have a great conversation tonight.
Okay. So now the other part of that, it's not the other part, but the other thing that happened this week was yesterday the FAA, I said the FCC on the pre-show, the FAA canceled all domestic flights within the country.
Yes.
As a result of some computer glitch or something like that that was reported. Now, as somebody who, I don't understand computers like to that effect. I'm not a supercomputer whiz. I get computers. But the fact that I've never heard of this happening prior to before now, where like if everything is hooked up to this one main, I guess, database or one main grid when it comes to flights, you would think this would happen. Something like this would happen all the time.
Well, they have mechanisms in place to ensure that this doesn't happen, because if somebody can just pull a switch, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, and then like, how do planes fly, right?
Cool. Because I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull the plug, then I jet back to the lab without a mic to grab. So if I could just pull it and the party is over, then that's too much consolidated power in one spot.
Somebody said they're saying it was a cyber attack. Yeah, listen, if that can happen with flights, right? What if it was planes in the air? Like, did that happen? Well, I'm sure planes were in the air when that happened.
I'm pretty sure, and they had to get them down, because I'm pretty sure on the plane they have to have fail-safe mechanisms.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Because you can't be flying in the dark. First of all, the pilot don't fly the plane. That's something different, right? You know the pilot don't fly the plane.
So what does the pilot do?
The plane flies itself. The pilot, it makes you comfortable. All right, this is your pilot speaking.
If you're a pilot, if you are an air pilot in our chat,
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Don't let him disrespect you.
No, it's not a disrespect, dude. If you got on a plane and there was no pilot, you wouldn't get on the plane. So it's, hello, it's the pilot speaking. We're gonna be flying at 35,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? Northwest. And everybody get comfortable. When the fasten seatbelt sign is on, we need you to take care and have a seat. That's what that shit is. And then they get it up and then they chill. And
there's autopilot, obviously.
No, they don't fly the plane.
Wow.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Here you go.
Okay, so long story short, what I'm trying to say is Russia has professional hackers. Every country has a team of professional hackers. So the cyber wars is not just against America. America has hackers. As a matter of fact, they would be more impressed. Let's say a 14-year-old kid hacked into NASA. They're not sending him to jail.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
So he becomes a part of their team. Each country has a set of hackers. I've seen the ones in Russia. Not myself, but I've seen the videos where all they do is sit around and try to stop a train. In America and other countries. So cyber war is what's next. And not just planes, trains, automobiles, your money.
For sure, definitely money.
Because now we don't do business without this. We just don't. Everybody's doing business, transferring money, your cash app.
Yeah, for sure.
All your stuff. So if that goes out and you ain't got no money under the pillow, up under the mattress, up under the shoebox, you are screwed until they decide the lights come back on.
But then even if you have cash, what is that worth if everything goes down? What am I going to do with this money you gave me?
The money is only as good as the people who value it.
Exactly. So
if I got to check this out, if I got a rack of ones or fives, and I can go get to the store to get bread because the owner in the store still values this money, I can get a loaf of bread.
True.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's something to think about. But if he can't ring me up, well,
exactly. Exactly.
Well, he'd have to take the cash. It's cash on demand. I'm just simply saying, I think that was a test to because they got to tell you what they're doing.
Yes.
In some capacity.
Yep. Because they asked Pete Buttigieg, and he was just like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You the government. How do you know?
Right. How do you don't know
You the government.
what happened? You the government.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody hacked PlayStation years ago. This is not like the movie Swordfish. This is not uncommon. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is I would hope that our country is supposed to have fail safes.
Yes,
like if you
yeah.
got through this phase, we have something else, a wall comes down. And if you're able to get all the way in and stop our flights, and it happened in Canada too.
Yeah.
People are not talking about that at the same time.
Yeah.
So this was a damn near worldwide shutdown.
Yeah. Are they gonna blame it on Russia?
They're gonna blame it on somebody.
They're gonna blame it on somebody.
They're gonna blame somebody has to take the fall for that, but you should be alarmed. It's the point I'm trying to make.
Side note, speaking about Russia, I heard. Well, I was watching a podcast, and this guy who is, I think he's ex-military, he was a spy. He said that the reason why America is so invested in being able to get weapons from U.S. to Ukraine for them to fight their war is for practice for us going against China, or for when China eventually invades Taiwan. To be able to fight a proxy war, right? So we're practicing against Russia right now, basically, and we're gonna, because when China inevitably invades Taiwan, we need to be able to do that. So we're getting practice to see what weapons work in the field. We're getting actual practice.
Okay.
We're getting actual practice to see how efficient we can move weapons, how efficiently these weapons even work, all that stuff. I have
a hard time believing that because we are so advanced in weaponry in this country.
Yo, every time because I always think that too, right?
Yeah.
But when I talk to people who are actually in the military, they're like, yo, you'd be surprised at how underfunded, how like just.
That's done by purpose, bro.
I could believe that.
There are secret organizations. You on a need-to-know basis, soldier.
I can.
You on a need-to-know basis, soldier. Get out there.
I can believe that too. I can believe that too.
So part of the process of having you run through the field with a goddamn rifle and a 50-pound knapsack is so Flintstonian to where they are, where they got drones, where you sitting on a joystick, and I can take out more people with a drone than follow me, soldier. You know, and so to me that's just cannon fodder, you know, and all that old kind of shit you see on TV. And we got a cloaking technology. You can't even see our planes.
Yeah, yo, I saw.
We can cloak a whole Navy ship.
I saw.
We got dolphins that work with us.
Now we got dolphins.
Dude. You know, first of all, dolphins are very smart.
Yeah.
They have dolphins that can go in and tell us where the mines are in the water because they got mine traps in the water, and we communicate with dolphins.
The Japanese people kill the dolphins, man.
Because they make it. That's their thing, you know. They
like killing dolphins,
tuna and all that old kind of. Did you get tuna from dolphins? What food we get from dolphins? We get something.
We don't think
but you know, it's illegal. It's illegal for you to have a baby with a dolphin.
We're about to go to commercial.
No, guys, help me out here. You can't just be in the water and have a baby with a dolphin. The only interaction humans are allowed with dolphins is at SeaWorld because. Okay. Y'all laughing because they said when you give birth with dolphins around you.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Are y'all here today? What the fuck I'm talking about?
You said having babies with dolphins.
Oh no, I don't mean in the literal.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, I don't mean like you can't have babies with dolphins. Obviously not. You know. Okay, we're on the same page here, guys. Sorry
okay, we're back. Okay.
We're back.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Ooh, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Am I way out? Yeah. I don't mean like, you're not going to bust off in the dolphin. That's not what I mean.
Like, what's happening here? Like, when did this show get off the rails like this?
No, that's not what I mean, guys. Sorry about that. I mean, you can't.
Supposed to, that's what he said with a straight face. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. That might have been my fault. Yeah, I don't mean like get down with the dolphin.
Okay, go ahead.
This is how advanced dolphins are.
Okay.
Right? When a dolphin swims up on you, you look asleep because your brain is only operating at 10%.
Okay.
So the Navy, which is the most advanced military we have is the Navy.
You think so?
Way more advanced than anybody else. They have figured out ways to send sonar signals to dolphins, and the dolphins work with us. So we got dolphins.
Okay.
We can cloak ships.
Why can't we have babies around these dolphins now? I need that.
No, because what happens is the dolphins send the signals to the babies, and the babies come out advanced.
Oh.
So, you know what I'm saying? Once the baby come out, bleep, 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 it start telling the baby, yo, you know who you are, right? Don't get it twisted. And it send them signals to the baby, and those babies come out advanced.
Ah, okay.
Right? So when you go to SeaWorld, those are dumbed down dolphins. They be like, yo, they beat them in the back and be like, if you motherfucker, if you dare tell them anything about what's going on this planet, I'll fucking turn you into tuna fish sandwiches. Your whole fucking family be tuna fish on a shelf in the fucking supermarket. Shut up! Shut up! Get out there, Roscoe. Come out on the skateboard and shit. Entertaining and jumping, splash water, bounce a ball.
I actually was swimming with the dolphins.
Yeah. Those
almost
are the ones,
ripped my shoulder
those
out.
Those are the ones that be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Just swim with him. You better not send those signals to that nigga. You better not, motherfucker. Turn your whole family into fucking sardines, nigga. God, I dare you. Bounce that ball off your fucking nose and go back in the back. Yeah, that's what they do. And the dolphins are trying to scream to you for help. Help! We're being abused. Like, oh, look at the dolphin, it's cute. Look at the dolphin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't think the Air Force is the most advanced?
The ships fly off. The fucking ships fly off the planes fly off the boats.
Yeah.
Navy.
Touche.
Navy.
Touche. I'll ask my peoples.
Yeah. That's, and everybody gonna rep for their shit. It's the Army, nigga. Army, the Army, nigga. Like you niggas is on the ground and shit, nigga, with fucking shit on your face, running in the middle of nowhere. Come on, son. Army. At least the Marines be like fucking with your mind. Shut up, soldier, captain, and they try to break your mind. At least the Marines will do that. You know what I mean? The Navy's also the most gayest.
Yeah.
Old Navy.
Sea, yeah.
Banana Republic.
What?
Gap.
What does that have to do with it?
Just telling you all that. Old Navy. The Old Navy. Not the new Navy with the women. The Old Navy. And guess who owns Old Navy? Banana Republic. Pause. And Gap. Pause. You just learned something new here. Yeah. That man pulled my shoulder way out tonight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's the way it goes. Yeah. The Navy is the most advanced.
Yeah. People's like, wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take
This is what goes on in the mind of Black Dot.
Yeah. Jesus.
Okay, yeah, here we go. We'll take a break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
We'll take a quick commercial break. Come on and get back to this action.
We'll be back.
All right. How y'all doing tonight? Ladies looking good. Listen, I grew up on hip hop. You guys grew up on hip hop. Skinny jeans, dresses, mumble rap, funny hair, auto tunes. What the hell is that? Purses. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. I love you. Good night. Tired of reading, doing research, and extensive studying to fact check the information that you present? Well, now you don't have to. Become a YouTube scholar. That's right, a YouTube scholar. Throw away those books. No need to quote real scholars. Burn those research papers. All you need is a YouTube connection. Watch YouTube videos at night, in the daytime, during breakfast, while you're on the toilet. Impress your friends with information you really don't know. After 100 videos watched, you are now a YouTube scholar. To sign up for this program, dial 1-800-WHY-STUDY. That's 1-800-WHY-STUDY. But wait, there's more. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel.
Peace, love, and light, family. I'm throwing a trip to Egypt. It's called Back to the Roots of Africa, hosted by RBG NYC. The course is $3,999 for a full tour of Egypt. That's including your food, your flight, in 12 days. Please give us a call at 201-256-7522. This trip will be from April 3rd to the April 15th.
Back.
We are back. If you want to make that trip to Africa you finally been talking about, this is it, man. Call that number on the screen. Get down with it. Shout out to my man Nova. You know what I'm saying? He gets it in, him and his team. Because you know you want to make that trip, so just go ahead and get it done. Sign up and make the trip.
All right.
And we're back. We discussed some things behind the scenes. We're on the same page now. All right?
Yes.
We got sidetracked by some things. We are now back. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Now, I heard about this story last week. Have you guys heard about the LSU sex scandal that's been going on?
No, I didn't hear much about it.
Okay, apparently, a few assistant coaches, couple players was all getting it on with one female staff member on the team.
One female staff member on the team.
Yes.
That's disgusting, but go ahead.
Yeah. So as a result of that, one of their star players, they said he was dismissed. This is a whole scandal, rumors happening right now. And they said he was dismissed. He actually declared for the draft, and they said that's the real reason why he declared for the draft, because he got kicked off the team.
Okay, all right, got you.
And I think a couple other coaches and stuff got dismissed from the team as well. Crazy. Now that was brewing. I heard that brewing with LSU, and then you sent me the story about the police.
Oh yeah, Memphis. I think it was in Memphis.
Yeah.
And they all knocking down one little trailer park white girl.
Yeah.
Couple of brothers got caught in the middle of that scandal too. The whole police department was knocking Shorty down. Yeah. I mean, it's like giving them out free lunch, you know. So, and here's the thing. First of all, from a guy's standpoint, if anybody can have it, I don't want it. All right. Now, all of them chicks on LSU campus, and y'all lined up to knock down one shorty. You don't think somebody's going to find out about that?
Yeah.
And eventually it's going to look bad?
Yeah.
You look thirsty. It's a thirst trap. It looks bad. And now you have consequences to pay, especially if you're a coach. If you're a player, you know, you could just kind of brush that off as a part of your college experience. As a coach or somebody to that magnitude, you get caught into a female who obviously has issues. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When she's going to let all of these men enter her, she has some self-esteem issues that you guys have preyed upon and taken full advantage of, and now you got consequences to pay.
I always wonder when stuff like that happens, when it's like a lot of like coaches and even like, what was the conversation to even get that going? Like, what was the...
Well, when one dude knocked it down,
he was like, yo.
His man probably was with him. And she was like, y'all knock your man down too. Knocked him down. 2 niggas tell 4 niggas, 4 niggas tell 6. 6 niggas tell more niggas. That's 10 niggas in the mix. 10 niggas tell 20 niggas. 20 niggas tell 30.
I will edit it.
30 niggas tell more niggas. And now this chick is real dirty. 30 niggas. No, I'm just saying. Okay, so you understand my point.
Sorry to our producer.
And then what happens is, you know, guys look at it as, especially low vibrational guys, it's a layup.
Yeah.
I could just go and like I said, I want something exclusive. If anybody can have it, that's just my ego. I don't want it. You know what I mean? I want to go like, yo, who hitting that? Nobody? Watch this. Hold my beer. You know what I mean? So to see that happen now, the same thing in the police department.
Yeah, that was
in
crazy.
Memphis. They fired the whole department got fired. One trailer park white girl is laying dudes out.
And they just like, damn.
They had a party. She took off her bra. One nigga knocked it down, told his man that I was two, and so forth. And then people get to talking. And then it be people who don't get none.
Yeah, that's hating.
It be like, yo, word. Call the police. Well, we are the police. Well, I'm calling the news. And before you know it, or be some other chick who ain't getting no play. You know what I mean? It's always another chick who ain't getting no play, who gonna blow the whole operation up. And next thing you know, you have a very ugly situation. And as them black officers got to go home to their wives, they got kids, they got a mortgage. Hey, honey, I'm home. Hey, you home kind of early? Yes. You're gonna hear about it on the news. I might as well tell you what happened. She was putting out. I was weak.
Yeah, that's a shame the way it go out.
Shame. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then again, that's a toxic environment to just be dropping a load. I don't even want to talk about it. It's bad.
It's gross.
It's very gross. The coaches should know better because they're there to set an example.
Yeah.
As a coach, you're here.
Of course they're black.
Yeah. You're here to set an example. And you know what I mean?
Like,
now, we do know on the pro level, these cheerleaders get with these players. Right? But that's an adult on adult thing. And a lot of it is swept under the rug.
They're adults in college too.
I'm talking about the coaches who are there to turn young men into
right.
to be, responsible and be role models.
Yeah.
When you sign your child over to a school, you hope that the men and women there are gonna be guides.
All facts.
And leads you. Now, that doesn't always happen, but that's what you're hoping. When you get to the pro level, everybody millionaires, everybody getting their money. It is what it is. These chicks are dancing. They're like, I ain't making no money.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm out here. You know what? I'm going to knock the whole team down.
Yeah.
How much money is in that? Yeah. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, because the Cowboys was famous for their parties. They had their own house where they would be knocking shorties down.
And Michael Irvin was like the main one, like facilitating.
Yeah, he was.
Real quick, that episode. No. What was I gonna say? Lisa Presley passed away just now.
Oh, just now.
Yes, Lisa Marie Presley. She went into the hospital for cardiac arrest. Just died.
Wow.
I saw on TMZ that she was put on life support in a coma. And I'm reading reports that she died.
Okay, are those reports confirmed? They are confirmed that she died.
Yeah, I saw news.
Lisa Presley, 54 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to understand.
Since it just happened, we have time by Monday to know.
To know all the particulars.
All the particulars.
Anytime.
Listen.
And our condolences go out to her and her family too.
Yes.
We don't get biased when it comes to death. And I hate having to speak on it in this magnitude, but it's happening in real time.
One, it's happening in real time. And two, me and my pops, we talked about it earlier. When it comes to talks about the jab, because immediately everybody's minds go, cardiac arrest, died at 54, you think jab now, right? Like that's where everybody's just mind is going now, right? Here's the thing is what? I have family members that I love dearly who took it.
Right.
You probably do as well. Right? So when we talk about these things, when we talk about, jab and people passing away, when we talk about it, I don't want us to lose our humanity in how we talk about it as well.
That's a fact.
Okay? Because, that's a lose situation for us, too. No matter, even if you didn't take it. I didn't take it, but I have family members, like I said, who I love dearly, who took it.
Absolutely.
And I'd be devastated if something was to happen. You get what I'm saying? You probably, in your family, somebody probably very close to you as well, you probably had to take it. So we're not trying to talk about it
in that capacity. But that's the reason we here at Urban X have always treaded lightly as we speak about it. Because what we don't want to do is isolate ourselves from our brothers and sisters. We have been fortunate enough to be in a situation where we didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Through either your training or understanding of, these things, or, working for yourself or having a little bit more leverage. So we never want to come out as if like, nah, because that doesn't benefit any of us in the grand scheme of things. We also can't always go extreme. See, that's the problem with being a conspiracy theorist. Everything has to be a conspiracy, and that's not the case. I don't know what her diet was like.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of drugs she may or may not have been on. I don't know what kind of medication she was on, which could cause side effects that lead to this. So let's not just automatically, for the sake of, getting a conversation out, saying it was the jab.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm hearing every time. And I'm like, yo, shorty, this nigga was 72 years old. His heart probably just gave out. So let's not, and that's what happened to me. I went from being an extremist to a realist. So sometimes you got to dial your conspiracy theory back a little bit and pick and choose when to throw your shoulder out and when not, and process things. This is why I say I process things straight down the middle first. If it all lines up, I leave it there. I'm good with that. If I begin to process information and it don't line up, now I get an opportunity to go, why isn't this lining up? And then you pursue the avenue of going down or burrowing down the rabbit hole, as we say. So for the time being, she passed away. Her dad was iconic, which led to he was iconic.
I get it.
He was iconic, for whatever reasons, And I loved Elvis Presley as a kid.
Yeah, and that always bugged me out.
No, I did not know.
Yeah.
I just was, watching him, do his thing. He was cool. And, you watching TV until my uncle told me what he said about black people. And from that moment on, I hated him. Because even as a child, I was on my militant shit. But if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Now, on the other side, there was a Air Force football player, 21 years old. He died, 21, on his way to class. After that, I saw reports of the Pentagon dropping the mandate for the jab for troops. Is there a coincidence there?
Could be. 21 years old.
21 years
now,
old.
That's enough for you to go. Now, that makes 0 sense.
Right.
A 21-year-old's heart should be so strong. You know what I mean? And his well-being, you in the military, which means you passed a certain level of protocols to be in the military, and your heart goes out, now something ain't right.
Right.
Now that makes sense. Lisa Presley, like I said, I don't know what kind of life, but she's been in Hollywood a long time. They do drugs, they party, it's a lot going on, and it could be a byproduct of doing cocaine.
Also, I saw the CEO of Moderna say that they have created an mRNA jab for heart failure.
So now they want to give you heart failure, and then they want to come behind it because they see an opportunity to cure the situation.
Yeah.
Crazy. Side note, my aunt used to date this Colombian guy.
I think you told the story.
And he had the rawest cocaine ever. And it's funny because he never said to me, like, do you do cocaine or not? He just walked up to me one day and gave me the rawest cocaine I ever had. And whenever he came over, he had the raw with him. They broke up. I wanted to be a matchmaker and put them back together. No, auntie. No, serious. I like him. Like what happened? Side, he just, like, how would he know that, Malcolm?
No, you're right.
Jeez.
Somebody said we also can't normalize this issue either. Absolutely not. You're right.
No.
And I think we're about to go through something like really, really crazy in the next couple years.
Yes.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
It's going to be so overwhelming.
Yeah, like
that they just can't ignore
hide
it.
You can't ignore it.
That even your own government, which they're starting to do now.
Yeah.
But the mainstream media is doing their best to still keep it concealed because legitimate doctors all over the country are having these press conferences saying, please stop. Please stop administering this. Please stop making this stuff available. And on the other hand, you got the government saying, "Hey, man, did you get boosted up? This and that." So it is a war. This information, like I said, would usually take 40 to 50 years to come out. They're going to call this age the dumb age. I was telling you that earlier. Yeah. When we reflect back on, remember the dumb ages?
Yeah.
When everybody was just doing dumb things, we're going to see something that when we really look at this whole period, it's just going to be like, that was dumb, for us to follow these things. But now we're in the quickening, so this information is readily available for you. The government can't have it both ways. You can't give us a quantum leap in information because this is an information war.
Yes.
That's why you on YouTube and all of these platforms are free, or what appears to be free, because they're collecting all of your information and selling it to other companies. Red Pill was on just an hour before we got on, really getting down. Shout out Red Pill, breaking the intricacies down of trillion-dollar companies, just gathering your information, gathering your behaviors, gathering the things that you like, trying to tap into the human experience as much as possible, so that when they create their avatars that are walking amongst you, they're trying to get it so right that not even you would know the difference. You could be co-working with somebody who's a goddamn drone or something to that magnitude, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is a war for information, but in that war, there's going to be a byproduct of information being readily available to everybody.
Yeah, and
you just got to look for it, and more people are burrowing for the information.
And then real quick, me and my boy, my man Clinton, he's the one who produced the intro music, right?
Yes.
We were talking about the Chat GPT stuff, right? And we were talking about that stuff, and the way he described it, because he's a software programmer, the way he described it is, we understand how Google, you ask something, you type in something from Google, it gives you all of these choices, right? And the Chat GPT, you type something in, and it uses machine learning that is learning to give you the answer that it I guess assumes is the best answer for you.
Yes. It cuts through the fat.
Because I don't know if you realize, I think it's too many choices out here for us.
No, listen, when I type in something on Google, I'm more confused.
You're more confused
after I get the answers, because you'll get contrary at times. How to make this? It'll be 75 different entries, depending how far you want to burrow down. And I'm just as confused, going, I might have just figured that out on my own.
Yeah.
So, but that's how information. That's how you hide the truth in a storm of chaos. So the confusion is so much out there, but the truth was there. You just chose the wrong thing. You know what I mean? So that's the difference between the Chat GPT and Google.
Right now they're working on this is Chat GPT 3. They're working on 4. And
which means they have 7 already, but go ahead.
The amount of information that is using to learn compared to 3, which is blowing everybody's mind right now, is it doesn't even compare. Like it dwarfs it.
It dwarfs it.
It dwarfs it.
It's their job. I keep telling y'all to stay so far ahead and just peel off, drip down things that help us, because just take a look outside. The masses of people are just knuckle draggers.
Yeah.
They just going about their lives and they don't care, but they still have to be brought up to a certain level. Do you know what this did? This put information in everybody. This forced your grandmother to know how to navigate. So even the slowest of the slow, not calling your grandmother slow, but they're old school. You know what I mean? Have to be brought to a certain level, because we're moving, whether we want to admit it or not, as one. So they even got to take the people from the bottom and go, we got to upgrade you guys. You know what I mean? To a certain level, they just can't. But they themselves are 2, 3, 4 paradigms ahead, lining this thing up and dripping down the information to move us along accordingly, so to speak. So I'm pretty sure they're up to 7 and 8 already, But you're fascinated by 3. That's the test. Oh, let's let them play, because they know one thing black people are going to do with the melanin interface with this stuff. We're going to turn this into something that's sexy, so to speak. That's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. We're going to add pizzazz. We're going to add flavor. We're going to crack codes that they didn't think about, because our melanin is an interface within itself. So that's like giving us a drum machine. In the hood, they gave Said G from Ultramagnetic. He purchased a mechanical drum machine or Marley Marl and went to work, to the point by the time Pete Rock and DJ Premier and Dre got it, they're making this stuff sound like a 15-piece orchestra. How? Because we breathe life into the machine. It's just something there. But what we do to it, so the AI chat is a test run. Let it run. Okay, the niggas is in it. All right, that melanin is kicking.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna upgrade us.
I think they're worth right now like 12 billion right now. Like OpenAI, the company that owns them. I think Microsoft is looking to buy it or invest in it.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm reading.
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading.
So that's what it boils down to. And you have no choice, young man. You have to participate. You on the grid.
Yeah, and
so you can be all stubborn you want.
Yeah, I was me and my boy. We talking, and he was saying like he's trying to force himself to be an optimist about this, because it's kind of here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's here to the point where if you don't gain a skill with it, if you don't learn what to do,
you get left behind.
You will get left behind.
Listen,
and it is about skills now, bro.
I had 10 years ago, I had over 500,000, 700,000 views on YouTube before people even really knew what it was. I did not like it. It made me uncomfortable. I told you I walked in the airport and a white dude knew who I was off of YouTube. I said, I'm done. I done canceled 3 or 4 YouTube channels.
Yeah, we could have had our plaque by now.
Could have had our plaque by now, right?
Yeah.
Because I was uncomfortable. I was fighting it. We left YouTube, started a cable show.
Oh yeah.
Y'all didn't come with us. But not blaming you, but you didn't come over with us because we were trying to fight it. We got a membership now because we're trying to fight it, but now we have to interface with it because we cannot survive without it. So you have to assess your life. That's like saying, how you gonna pay your bills without being online now? You ain't going there's no Con Edison place where you put your money down there, it's 40, 50, say, well, shut up, wait a minute. I done lost count, I'm gonna struggle again. Y'all take pennies. All that's going, you have to be able to do something. The children, are not the problem. They're coming in. Them kids can navigate through that damn touchpad. It's just in their DNA already. It's us. Now, I'm not saying go all out and be in the quantum world.
Yeah, because I know some people who like they're so
super immersed,
and that worries me just as much.
Right. So I'm
like, you okay with Apple controlling your lights in your home? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a bit much. But some people are immersed in technology. They like to be able to turn my temperature to 47. Before I get home, start the pot stew, and all this kind of stuff. Or get immersed into the 3D a world where you spend more time. So there are extremes to everything. It's sort of like doing drugs. You don't just do drugs. You have a purpose behind that. So what we're seeing is we're going to have to learn to use this chat GTP, or at least explore, so we don't get left behind.
Yes.
What if the next level of communicating with our people and we're not on the cusp to stay ahead, and young people are blowing past us, and what we're doing, there's some people already think this is archaic. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. Y'all sitting in front of a TV doing what? For how long?
Yeah.
When GTP can have something running, it's a big thing, and technology is here. And I wish I had all of the answers on how we could master it.
Somebody said temperature at 42 at Dracula's crib.
Yeah, Dracula's crib. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it is what it is.
I saw, Ring, like the
ringtone. Yeah, Ring cameras.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw they testing out like a bot that flies around to kind of monitor your crib.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh man, they didn't read 1984, man.
I'm going into, when I get to my gated community, I'm gonna have bots flying around my house.
Man.
If you see Negroes, it's gonna be programmed. This is the shade color. Anything below a brown paper bag, you are to shoot. Ask questions later. Shoot.
Oh man,
That's it. That's what I'm going with.
stupid.
Gated community, baby.
Oh my gosh.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So more classified files were found on from Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Now, crazy thing is, the first bit of files that were found were, like I said, they were at one of his think tanks that had something to do with him. It wasn't a government like security building or nothing like that.
No, it was in like a garage.
Yeah, no, that's more files
Oh,
they
that's
found
more
today.
files, okay.
But the first bit of files, apparently they found them before the midterm elections. You didn't hear nothing about it.
Oh, so they held that.
They held that because everybody who was reporting on it, every like Democratic left-leaning thing that's being forced to report on, they keep saying, it's not like what happened to Trump.
It's the same exact thing. And it's worse because Trump was the president.
Biden, these files that they're finding from Biden, he was vice president. He don't even have the power to declassify something.
Do y'all understand what goes on?
When he was a vice president.
As vice president, he can't declassify nothing. And yet he had these files in his home. And yet Trump was the president and had these files, and they treating that worse. Listen, it's all coming down. It's all coming down, one brick at a time.
Yeah.
Your government is not what you think it is.
Oh my God.
And it's being revealed in real time.
Yeah, and the hypocrisy, man, like the lengths that some of these news stations go, some of these pundits, oh my God. Like,
Everything is paid and bought and paid for.
Like, and somebody came, I don't know who it was, but he was white dude. He goes, yo, like, how is anybody supposed to trust the government? Like,
Right.
how?
Bill Gates has people that he pay that if you say something bad about him, he removes you. He has a whole team so that the only images you hear about him are that which are complimentary. That's crazy.
That's why he seems like the most philanthropic
Right.
person ever when he's only donating to his foundation.
I'm hitting him with a cream pie when I say it.
I would love that. Oh my God.
That is a fact. I mean, how much time can I do? It's cream pie. Wasn't really dangerous. Pow!
Hotep's Ahadi said, Malcolm, the local police in my area are constantly knocking on doors asking if we can have the ring bell so they can show them access to gather information on local crimes. Yeah, that's what that's for.
Yeah. So it's going to make their job easier.
Yeah.
Everyone has a ringtone or should have a ring, especially in neighborhoods where crime is high. But what does it also mean?
It records you too. Like,
it's recording you too.
Like, me and Avery was just laughing about this yesterday. She was like, I'm going to get that from Noble because when he walk out and curse me out, I want to hear it. I'm like, no, you got to let a kid have that.
You got to let him have his moment.
You got to let him have that.
Fuck, Dad, God, please kill both of my parents. Both of them.
You got to let him have that.
They should die. Kids go through those moments. Eli and Odyssey schemed on us a long time.
Yeah.
Bro. I wish I was a fly on the wall sometime just to hear some of the things that they was scheming.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta let them have that moment.
Yeah, Biden is I hate him. I hate the government, everybody. Republicans.
Did you see his last appearance with his eyes? He was sitting there like this.
He looks like a robot, yo.
Oh. I was like, yo, it is bad, bro. It is bad. And people are still holding on. There are a lot of people who still just, they just can't accept.
Because it's easier. It feels better to not think about this stuff.
Because like I mentioned, knowing is one thing.
Yeah.
Knowing and not being able to do something about it is a different energy you take on. When you know this is garbage, but you still got to put the mask on. You still got to walk through the airport. You still got to do these things, but you know you're acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a lonely feeling. It is a depressing feeling. Now, the people who do it because they feel, I'm safe. Mask on, get to the airport. That's a different energy. They don't know any better. They're just But the people who know, you sitting there going, yo, this is all garbage.
Yeah.
And yet I'm still doing the same thing you doing, but I know that it ain't real.
Yeah.
What that does to your psyche.
Yeah, man.
That's what
it breaks you. Like,
it breaks you. And then you sit to yourself and you say, well, damn, do I really want to know? Or, should I be somebody like who just mind my business and try to pay my bills and handle my business and leave it at that? So you're burdened. Like Dick Gregory said, when you put on the glasses, you have to see things as they are, not as you wish them to be. You can never take the glasses off.
Yeah.
And you can never force anybody else to wear the glasses. So when you get the magic glasses and you've been assigned to wear them, that's your life's mission. And for most people, you come off crazy because you can see things they can't. You can feel things they can't. You can experience things that they can't because you live in and out of different dimensions at many different times. And it's a hard burden to bear to know the truth, but not being able to do anything about it. Even in the nation of gods and earth, we used to say you only held accountable for what you know. Like if you don't know, how can I?
Yeah.
But once you know, now you held accountable. I know what this is, so I'm held accountable. So me sitting here with you guys under the guise of having a good time is me trying to eke in some of the things that I've learned over the years, because if not, then I'm not doing my duty of a civilized man to teach what I know to those who do not know. If that makes any sense.
I understood you.
All right, cool.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we shall return.
We shall return.
No, not yet.
As we prepare to enter the new year, what better way to show your loved ones your appreciation than to provide them with a gift that keeps on giving? Some may think of life insurance as just a tool that can be used to cover funeral costs. But what many don't know is that life insurance can be used for so much more. For example, you can use it to financially prepare for retirement, build generational wealth through investing in real estate, fund a business, or even as a gift to your children. Let's unlearn what we have been told about life insurance. My number one responsibility is to be there when I'm needed most. So let me, Eris Stirrup, be there to guide you and your loved ones through good and not so good times. Call or text 951-319-1059 to learn more.
Welcome to LOV Studios, an extraordinary channel. The only channel of its kind. We have conversations with Leslie with various perspectives of the social experience across generations. This is a complete programming experience. Let's See with Leslie Olabisi, bringing you my ratings to films, series, and podcasts from around the world. We feature food, fashion, real reviews, unboxings of sneakers, AV equipment, and so much more. Prefer to listen? Unboxing with Leslie, voiceover tech talk, not a sneakerhead, and select titles are on the new Love Studios podcast on Anchor FM. I'm bringing insiders across all industries. Leslie O is a host unlike any other. Join me on my journey as a voiceover boss in my upcoming documentary about my time with Dame Dash.
One episode about your days with
Love
Dame.
Studios.
Hello, wealthy family, and a special shout out to the Urban X Nation. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and regardless of where you are on this planet, I look forward to connecting with you and your spirit team. Be sure to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos available to help you on your self-paced spiritual journey, and also my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to schedule an angel oracle card reading in any area of your life, have a mental healing session to release some mental anguish that we go through every day, or also your chakra balancing sessions in the event that you want to become realigned. I look forward to connecting with you, wealthy family. Until then, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both gonna stay, and they're gonna try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm very upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round so Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games in a row.
Yes. Support those fine young businesses, and if you would like to advertise with us,
sales at urbanx.nyc.
Sales at urbanx.nyc. You got your business. You've been crossing your T's. You've been dotting your I's. Now you want to get it in front of an audience and test it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's important to, find out, collect data. Mm-hmm. So, you get a month or two with UrbanX and you find out what the people are saying. Because they'll tell you up front, I like that commercial. I wouldn't buy that. And not that you take everything, at face value, but this is about information. Like when we wore this hoodie, if y'all didn't say nothing.
Yeah, we wouldn't have got him.
We wouldn't have got him. But y'all said, nah, that right there is fire. I'm ready to rock with that. So we knew going ahead that if we presented it to you correctly and made sure it was quality, make sure we spent some money on it, and that it would be something that you would like. Not everything hits. Some things don't. Some things do. And so you get your commercial together and you put it out there. And you got to invest in your product, whatever it is you're selling. You got to believe in it. You got to put it in front of people and see what they say.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So I want to talk about Dr. Dre. He is selling a portion of his catalog for over $200 million, about $210 million. He's selling some of his to Shamrock Holdings. I don't know who owns them.
Okay.
And it was 2 separate deals to Shamrock Holdings and Universal Music Group.
Okay. He doesn't need the money, right?
Right.
I'm assuming he doesn't need the money. Just went through a big divorce. Had to give up half.
It was
a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
Because she was with him right after, from what I understand, the death row collapse. So anything he accumulated from that point on, she was there.
So apparently he makes he makes $10 million a year from annual income from just his assets alone.
Okay.
Right. So
I would think he would make more than that.
This
but
is Hip Hop DX. It says this includes artist royalties from 2 of his solo albums and his share of the NWA artist royalties.
Okay.
His producer royalties and the songwriter's share of his catalog where he doesn't own any of the publishing. That's from the Chronic and the.
Okay, right. Now if he owned that would really be out of here.
So the account is between it says 75 and 90% of the package's revenue is likely to be acquired by Shamrock. Universal Music Group said to be purchasing the remaining 10 to 75% generated by owned assets, included the master recording of the Chronic. I didn't know they could get that, which is due to be transferred from Death Row to Dr. Dre in August. Oh,
okay. So maybe the 35-year period is up.
Okay, and it says Universal's portion also includes Dr. Dre's share of Kendrick Lamar's releases through Aftermath's joint deal with Interscope and Top Dog Entertainment, and possibly some publishing. Although it's unclear which portion of his catalog that would include.
Yeah, somebody said the divorce might have broke him. He needs some working cash. Yeah, so he's worth a lot, and I think he'll be worth more as he goes along. Again, I can't get into his pockets to know why he would need $200 million at this present moment.
But we've been talking about these artists selling off their catalogs for the past 2 years now.
Yeah, it's just a little. But we're gonna find the answers to those questions very soon.
Very, very soon.
Very soon we're gonna go, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, maybe it'll be when you can't get into a bunker or whatever the case may be, or because you don't have enough money.
Somebody said Shamrock is Disney. Because remember, a lot of these artists, they're selling them to like BlackRock and like, or
Blackstone.
Like they owned by damn near BlackRock, which is owned by everything. But,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, your man Jay-Z is a part of a cartel, huh?
Allegedly.
Okay, so we got reports today that a journalist, a political journalist, started tracking Jay-Z's private jet. And he started laying out that it was going from New York to D.C. to Mexico to Nicaragua, all the places that traffic drugs on a high scale. He put it up on Twitter, and they said within 2 hours, his account was rubbed clean.
And he didn't have that many followers.
He didn't have that. He had 3,000 followers. And in order for something of that magnitude to happen that fast, that has to come from Elon Musk. That has to come from the top. Now, remember, we just got finished saying the information is out there now. So people can chronicle you that normally wouldn't pay any attention to you. And if they're chronicling Jay-Z's private jet movement, doesn't mean Jay-Z was on the jet. But his private jet is being used for something that seems to be inconspicuous. It's worth noting, but the fact that that person has been shadow banned and their account has been scrubbed clean within 2 hours of dropping that information is interesting. Now, what people are also saying is Elon Musk, on one hand, by allowing free speech, it's like him throwing a bone one way, but he's still going to control information that is classified. That would be classified information. What Jay-Z's private jet is doing in an illegal high-stakes business. Let me hit the alleged button. You know what I mean? But just wanted to put that out, that happened on Twitter today. Okay? So Jay-Z has a lot of power. You can't even mention his name. Well, we know Jay-Z's name was on the Epstein's log. Yes, him and Beyonce and a few other people's name is in that log. What does that mean? I don't know, but it's in the log. All right? So, just something to think about.
Somebody said El Chapo's son was trying to go legitimate with the legalization of marijuana in the U.S. prior to his arrest. That could be interesting.
Could be interesting.
But
because think about how much weed.
Where you gonna get? Yeah, he could get it.
That they got.
Yeah.
And the different variations that they have, if they can come through and be legit, and he becomes, and see what legit means, because they all dirty. It means you can walk amongst politicians now. Yeah. You can walk amongst athletes now, and you can start closing some real deals on some stuff. So they do not want that, him to have that type of access, and that would make sense. You know what I mean? Sort of like what Big Meech was doing. Big Meech was like, I'm out in public, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out here closing deals. Yeah. Y'all ain't got nothing on me, but I'm partying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just spent $15 million in that party. How'd you do that? Huh?
Can you account for that? Yeah.
So understanding to be able to legitimately, and everyone know you a crook because they all crooks, but to be able to rub shoulders with you under the guise that you are a legitimate citizen is the world of a difference. That's how all those deals get closed with politicians, athletes, and presidents and ball players,
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds
a lot of stuff
of Urban X.
So a lot of the sports media today, a lot of people were talking about how, or the lack of discussion on Dana White, and how he smacked his wife up in public.
Yes.
And like ESPN was told to stand down, and you can tell that
you could tell when ESPN has been told to stand down.
Yeah, he didn't lose any of his Nike deals. He didn't lose any deals, right? And then apparently he denied punishment from the UFC, which he owns. I guess they were trying to put him on
like a suspension or something
to save face, right? But he said, nah, it's punishment enough that there's people who respected me don't respect me anymore because of what I did. That's punishment enough. I'm okay.
Wow.
Right.
So he investigated himself.
Yeah.
And he found that the punishment is enough that he has to walk amongst his peers now.
Right.
And they go, oh,
right.
Shame on you.
Kyrie Irving's Instagram account got suspended or banned. I don't know.
What happened to Kyrie now?
I don't know. It's been quiet, so I don't know.
Yeah, he just been balling out.
Yeah. Don't know.
I don't know. Hope everything is all right with the God.
So, all right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Naomi Osaka, she's having a baby with Cordae, rapper.
Okay.
That's dope.
She took some time off. How old is she now?
She's in the early 20s.
Okay, all right.
Early 20s.
All right, and she wants to take a little time off.
Yeah.
And start a family. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Shouts out to Cordae.
I've never heard of him.
He's nice. He's nice.
Okay, all right.
And he has a good head on his shoulders.
Maybe I've heard his song and didn't realize it was him. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So a lot of these artists, I'd be like, I don't know who the hell that is.
And he's dope. She's 25. Got it.
25, good age. Yep.
You are tuned into the sound.
She don't need the money
of Urban X.
At all.
So, you know.
Oh, remember we spoke about the Popeyes meme kid?
Yeah, we spoke about him last week.
Yeah, apparently he got an NIL deal with Popeyes.
Oh, right. That was a layup. That was easy money
very
to be
easy.
made.
Yeah, very easy.
Like to think we had played a part in that.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did, but just saying, you know.
It's okay. So I thought that was dope. I saw a report that the Church of England made what is equivalent to now $12 billion from the slave trade. Because
probably a lot more, but
they invested in some company back then who were transporting slaves, right? So now they're going to invest or donate $100 million as like retribution for their role in slavery.
And who are they giving that $100 million to?
No idea. But $100 million is 1%.
That's a joke.
Yeah,
it's a joke. Give the whole $12 billion back to those people who were enslaved, and that ain't even enough because that $12 billion has amassed into X amount of $1 trillion. They cannot even. Dude, they can't even equate.
Yeah,
it's
too much like of a number.
So I tell people when they offer you $400,000 and you just thinking personally about the bills you got to pay, dude, you selling yourself short. Understand they can't even put a value on it, but if they do put a value on it, it should be something where you know, okay, I couldn't even spend this money in a lifetime except if I'm just going to go out and buy, you know, shit. And when everybody flossing, nobody flossing.
Yeah.
So that may be the only thing that saves you. Why would I floss on you and you got the same money I got?
Yeah.
It's a waste of time. Who we flossing for now? Maybe I'll do something with my money. Flossing by showing you how my money is doubling and tripling. That becomes the floss. Shout out Earn Your Leisure. I watch. Yeah, I watch sometimes. I don't know what they're talking about, but I watch.
So this is an interesting story. Not interesting, it's gross. 2 ex-funeral directors in Colorado, they got sent to jail for selling body parts.
Yeah, that is not an uncommon thing anymore.
Megan Hess and Shirley Koch desiccated between...
That's the mother and daughter? Was that the mother?
That's not...
Okay, it's the mother and daughter team that was doing that too.
560 corpses between 2010 and 2018, selling body parts to medical training companies, which they did not know had been fraudulently acquired. Gross.
Well, again, there are people who getting their family members home from prison, who died in prison, and they come back with no heart, no lungs, no kidneys. Like how, Sway?
Yeah.
How? You know what I mean? So we do know that is a common practice now, more so than we would like to accept. So if one of your family members dies, it would pay for you to get the autopsy done. To find out where their organs are. Now I got a lawsuit. Where the organs? Somebody know where these organs are. You know what I mean? So even in your family member's corpse could be money for you. Because they scraping them. They scraping them clean.
Somebody said, you really think the medical company didn't know? They definitely knew.
You damn sure well they knew.
Yo, there's a actual place.
What up, Queen B?
It's a real place. It's called like the Body Farm. And there's been like people whose bodies are donated to science, so they just like put them out there.
Yeah.
And you could just like study the desiccation. Yeah, gross. I watched a video on it in high school. It's gross.
They said Jackson, Mississippi is out water yet again, Coach Wade.
Damn.
Wow. Oh, side note, listen, if you want to be down with the Hulk series, send your questions to urbanx.nyc@gmail.com.
Yes, title of the headline, the subject line should be Hulk.
Or in the membership.
Yes.
Create a section that says Hulk so I can begin to answer your questions.
I'll do that as soon as the show's out.
Soon as the show's out, because I think I'm going to film the first episode this weekend.
Nice.
If I get enough participation.
Nice, okay.
And enough questions come in. I want to answer the members' questions first.
Nice.
Before I delve into answering questions for non-pan members. That's what your $5 should get you.
All right.
Among other things.
Let's take some questions, man.
Let's do that.
Let's take some questions. Did you guys, while you get the questions ready, like I always do, did you guys hear about the juror in the Young Thug case?
You were breaking that down. That's crazy.
So she did not come back to court because she went on vacation to the Dominican Republic.
How dare she do that?
Yes, so she went back. She came back, and instead, the judge who was rapping Young Thug's lyrics, instead of holding her in contempt of court and possibly sending her to 20 days in jail, he gave her a 30-page paper doing like 3 weeks on the importance of jury duty instead of being held in
So
contempt.
he turned her into a college student.
Yes, he asked her. He said, are you college educated? Do you have a 4-year degree? Yes, I do. I went to this school. He goes, okay, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she went to Dominican Republic to get with Young Thug's plug.
You think so?
Allegedly.
You know what I mean? Out there talking to her family members about the case, which she ain't supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then just decided to come back like, I'm not missing my vacation.
She probably, booked it in
and she said, I ain't missing it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then instead of putting her in jail to make an example of how important this case is for this black man, she just got to do 30 pages.
Yeah. That's a
she
lot.
can
That's
use
a
Chat
lot.
GTP.
Oh, no. He said he's going to run it through a plagiarism
yeah, whatever.
program.
Whatever. Yeah, so it's over for Young Thug. They said your man, little Johnny, what's his boy's name? Gunner? Oh, yeah, Little Gunner snitched on him.
Oh.
That's the latest on the street. He just straight up.
He was out. Snitched. He was saying free. He said free YSL, free Thug.
Yeah. It's cool to say that. Yeah. So it's over. The judge is doing the lyrics. The judge is letting jurors go on vacation, show back up, unless Young Thug had the plug out there. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And gave her the bag. Now she come back like, I am ready for this trial.
Somebody said,
not guilty.
Somebody said I paid somebody to write that paper. Yeah, 30 pages.
Yeah, 30 pages. Come on now.
What are your thoughts on the new House of Representative bill trying to abolish the IRS? So it's one of those things where like I felt like they knew that wasn't going to go through. I would love for that to be the case, right?
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where you put it out there so the Democrats look bad by shutting it down. Whatever I was in the actual bill.
It's a political ploy.
Yeah, political move.
You know damn well you're not getting rid of the Federal Reserve because they too powerful.
Right? So yeah, so that's something.
Yeah.
And Biden said he was going to veto it whenever he got across his desk anyway. So I just think that was political.
Somebody
game.
said the black
co-founder cousin being tased
and died.
I saw somebody get.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I saw something like that. I didn't see the actual story. That's sad.
Yeah, no respect for the law because the law ain't in your favor. It's all a game. Yep.
Somebody said, also, please, family, I know 2 close friends who work in the funeral business, and they said never send your family members off with valuables as they go in the grave and rob them before they cry. I believe that, too.
Definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely believe that.
And wherever they bury your family at, your family ain't there.
I don't want to believe that part.
Dude. How many people go back? I keep telling you, how many people go back to visit their mama? Uncle Joe, after 17 years, they got the dummy plaque and they dust off. You ever see they dust off that whole paper? Be like, how long was that? 1987. They go and they be talking to their man in the headphone. Oh, the 1987 plaque. Oh, your aunt is in lot 242. They know, hurry up over to 242. And what was her name here? Anime. And the birthday. They want to make sure we got a lot of animes here.
That takes too much work.
Anime from 1913 to 1987. Okay, yeah, 242. Drive over there. It's going to take a minute for you to get over there. And by the time you get over there, there's Anime's plot. They just plop that shit down and you sitting there crying. I know I ain't been around Anime, but I want to come through on your 95th birthday. And then you leave and then they...
I don't think... that's too much.
I know. Dude, where they putting all these bodies? You got a funeral home. You got 5 lots of land.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Where these bodies, dude, just use math.
Yeah, well, in Woodlawn, they build in, like, coliseums because there's actually, like, no more space.
Noble, I'm asking you, where they putting all these? That's a good question, Grandpa.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because once you get, like, 500 bodies in here,
there
ain't no more space. But yet, the numbers say that 14,000 people in this jurisdiction are dying. Where they putting these bodies? Because I'm not going out of business.
Yeah.
My business has got to be fluent. I can't be like, all right, we sold out on our death plots and lots and grave. We got to send you somewhere else.
I don't know.
And then you buried your Aunt May in that beautiful casket. Nigga, when y'all go, we dig that shit up. We put her in a pine box, roll her ass over, and take that and dust that motherfucking coffin back off and put that same coffin back on display. You come in, you cry. Sorry about your loss. Oh, we have been. Coffin right here. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit works. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are y'all, crazy?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
Did you watch the new... I still didn't see the new Black Panther. I'm not going to lie. Because everybody was giving me, like, mixed results. People saying, I liked it. It was cool, but...
and it was like...
It wasn't a...
No, I'm not tripping. You know I'm telling the truth. Talking about Doc tripping. I'm telling you the truth. How's that business going to thrive? Come on. You got to, come on now.
Yeah,
you don't want to think your anime is, we just threw her in a box. And no, we did. And we took her organs on the way out, too.
Come on, man.
So we bagged her for her organs. That chain that you buried her with, we bagged that. Your man just told you that. We bagged the chain without spoilers. What's the science behind Angela Bassett winning the award for the Marvel movie? I saw that. Maybe they owe her something,
Oh.
She's been around for...
She's won a lot of awards.
She's played Malcolm X. She's played the whole Biggie's mom.
She played Michael Jackson's mom.
She's played Tina Turner.
Oh, word. Yeah, wow.
She played a lot of shit. She deserves something. Goddamn.
Sheesh.
Give her something. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Ant-Man movie.
That looks good.
With Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks tough. Somebody said, Nerd Talk, is Batman overrated in these movies? Depends what movie. No, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen, like, aside from, like, the early Batman vs. Robin, the campy movies.
Right.
The Dark Knight trilogy, all fire.
All fire.
The Robert Pattinson one that just came out, that was great. That was fire.
That really was fire.
What's his name that played the Penguin? Smoked that.
What's their fascination with Batman? I think it's with, like, why is Batman that dude?
I don't know.
Because I used to watch it on TV every day.
But you used to watch the kapow, like
Kaping!
Yeah.
Robert, if I could just get to my utility belt where I have, but we were fascinated. We were fascinated back then.
And even what's his name? The dude that was Batman in the DCEU. He was a great Batman. They tried to front on him. He was a great Batman too.
Got you.
Forget his name. Will the new Blade flop? I hope not. But they changed the director and then they writing a new script for it because they said the first script was ass.
Okay.
So
they're tweaking some things.
Yeah, they're tweaking some things.
I like it.
Did you hear Eddie Murphy's speech? I did not.
No, I didn't. I heard he made that little funny Will Smith comment.
Okay.
That's all I heard. I did hear, like I said, Bobby Brown's sister go in on Eddie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Angela Bassett, Hall of Fame, hands down. Quiet, yes, hands down. There is no, you know what I'm saying? And she was in, wasn't she in Stella Got a Groove Back?
She was.
Man, come on now.
She was.
Come on, Angela Bassett, man, Angela Bassett has been in a lot of stuff.
She was, yes.
Yeah. She deserves something. Shit.
And with that being said,
it's time to start our weekend.
Somebody said Gerard Carmichael said some BS about Whitney. Gerard Carmichael.
Oh, about Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Gerard
That
Carmichael
was a bad statement. We're in this hotel where Whitney Houston died or something.
He's a very unfunny hack.
Yeah, this was bad.
He came out as gay and he thought that would lead him onto the next stage.
next level.
And it did not.
So we knew.
He tried to come at Dave Chappelle. Everybody said, hold on.
Shut up.
So, whatever.
Yep.
And
All
she was in
facts.
Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah, that's what I meant to
That's
say.
what you. So Stella got a group. Was she in Stella got a group back?
And Waiting to Exhale.
She was in both.
Yeah.
She's a
she's put in work.
Legend.
That's a legend.
Legend. As A.A. Rashid would say.
Yeah, she's a legend.
But with that being said, guys, don't forget to send your Hulk questions in to urbanx.nyc@gmail.com. Subject line Hulk. And in the actual membership, in the community section, I will have a new post in the community section for all your Hulk questions. If you want to send something anonymously, then email it.
Yeah. Just send something anonymously. If you got a rash on your ass and you want to know if I've ever had a rash on my ass, and you want to have a moment that we bond about it. Yeah.
Does this look right?
Does this look right, Doc? No, back in 19, that's all I had that rash.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
I had a great week with you guys.
Yes.
If you're listening right now, don't forget to leave a rating and response. We would appreciate it.
Yes.
And with that being said, man, peace.
Peace.